We will talk more about jobs today. Before we start, I want you to write down this list of jobs. Pay attention to spelling when you write these words down on your paper. Pause the video to write down the words. On this page, you will match the job to the description. The jobs are pilot, flight attendant, Uber driver, retail associate. A blank works at a store. He sells things like clothes, books, electronics. Which job does this describe? Pause the video and complete the sentences with the correct job. Here are the answers. A retail associate works at a store. He sells things like clothes, books, electronics. A pilot flies airplanes. A flight attendant works on an airplane. He keeps passengers safe and brings them food and drinks. An Uber driver drives people places. He drives his own car. All right, for this again, pause the video and match the job to the description. Baker, cook, butcher, dishwasher, waiter. Here are the answers. Check the answers that you wrote down. Again, match the job to the description. Surgeon, doctor, nurse. Pause the video. Here are the answers. Check to see if you were correct. Again, match the job to the description. Mailman, policeman, soldier, actor, musician, artist. Pause the video and complete the sentences. Here are the answers. Check the answers that you wrote down. I want us to take a minute and notice the verbs in these sentences. All of these verbs are in the simple present. A retail associate works at a store. A nurse helps the doctor. A mailman brings mail. A pilot flies airplanes. We use the simple present because this is always true for people who work in these jobs. Notice the verb changes depending on the subject. I work, you work, we work, they work, he works, she works, it works. We add an S when the subject is he, she, or it. In this sentence, the subject is a retail associate. This is one person, so it is he or she. Same with these sentences. A nurse, one nurse, he or she. In these sections, I want you to write down the correct form of this verb, bring. And in this section, the correct form of this verb, fly. Let's look at some of the jobs that Professor Tina has had. In the past, I was a retail associate, a barista, and a paper girl. Now I am a teacher. I wrote descriptions for each job. A retail associate sells items in a store. She helps customers find things. She uses the cash register. A barista makes coffee. She makes cappuccinos, lattes, and Americanos. She uses the cash register. A teacher teaches students. She creates lessons. She grades homework. She helps students. A paper girl delivers newspapers. She wakes up early. She brings newspapers to people's houses. Notice that I underlined my verbs. In all of these sentences, the subject is she or a person like a teacher, a paper girl. So I had to add S at the end of my verbs. Now it is your turn to write a description for each job. I want you to write a description for a student, a teacher, a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad, a construction worker, and a store owner. Each description should be 2 to 3 sentences. When you're done, you can send them to me and I will check your work.